What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be making another video about the 2016 Mustang GT. About a month and a half ago, I believe, I did a video about 5 things that I hate about my Mustang, and a lot of viewers thought that hate was a really strong word. So to counteract that, I'm doing 10 things that I love about my 2016 Mustang GT. Now, if you guys have not seen the video about the 5 things that I hate about my Mustang, go on my channel, subscribe, check the video out, give it a like, and I'm also going to put it in the description below, the little link to the video. Now, the first thing that I really like about my 2016 Mustang GT is how short the shifter is stock in the vehicle. There is an aftermarket shift knob on here, but it's not weighted or anything, so it doesn't feel that much different than how it came from the factory. Now, the next one might be obvious to some or really controversial to others, but I think 2016, 2015, and just the 5.0 Coyote engine in general is a really powerful motor. So the second thing that I really love about my car is how much power it actually packs in the 5-liter V8. Now, the third thing is another thing that is super controversial depending on who you ask, but I think that the independent rear suspension was such a good idea that Ford had and implicated into the 2015 and 2016 Mustang GT that makes it my third most loved thing about my car. For the fourth thing that I love about my car, this depends on what kind of package or basically what sound system you got in your Mustang. Now, in my Mustang, I have the shaker system. So the fourth thing that I love about my car is the stock sound system. I set up a 12-inch subwoofer with my car, which makes the sound system all that more enjoyable. But with the stock sound system and even the stock head unit, which sometimes does glitch, but it's still a really good system. Now, for the fifth thing that I love about my Mustang is the stock engine bay setup. Now, comparing this to the LS motor that comes in the 5th gen Camaro SS, the Camaro does not come with the stock strut tower bar, and it doesn't really come with an appealing engine cover. Now, these things might seem somewhat basic to someone that's going more for power rather than aesthetics, but to me, I think this is an important feature that Ford came up with, and it's just that more pleasing in thinking about buying the vehicle. Now, excuse the mess in the back, but the sixth thing that I chose that I love about my car is how comfy the seats are, the stock seats. Now, this one in particular did not come with the Recaro seats. I did not get those in this package, but it came with the leather heated and cooled seats, which are an awesome feature that I think just makes the ride that much more enjoyable, especially on long rides. And if it's hot out or cold out, you can turn on the heated or cooled seats through buttons over there. Now, sticking with the interior, my 7th most liked thing about my car is the quality dash. Ford integrated this really interesting design pattern here on the performance package, I believe. It's like a fish scale almost type look. It is plastic, but it gives it a really nice metal looking finish. They do have the metal around the gauges here, complementing the RPM and the speedometer there. I went ahead and added a radar up there, so it kind of gives it more of a cockpit race car feel with the push start and all the switches down here for traction control and the driving modes here. So really good job that Ford did with making the car look that much more high-end. Coming on the outside, the 8th thing that I most love about my car are the stock performance package wheels. Now, they're extremely dirty right now, and the front ones definitely get a lot more dirtier than the rears just because they have the Brembo brakes on them, so it's a bunch of brake dust all over the front set of wheels, and it kind of gives it a red haze or a brown haze. Stock wheels look really good. They're 19-inch. And it gives the car a lot more aggressive look to it. Now, for the 9th thing, I think this is something that all Mustang owners really enjoy and like about their car, is the sequential taillights. When you turn on the blinkers, and there's also kits where if you turn on the hazards, the sequential lights will blink back and forth as well. But when you turn on the blinker, the taillights do a sequential do-do-do, and it just indicates that you're turning a certain way. But this is definitely something that I really enjoy and think that looks good if you're behind the vehicle, is the taillights having the sequential movement to them. Now the 10th thing is an honest and true statement. I really like my mirrors that come stock on the car. I think they look super sleek. I think they look honestly better than the competitors of the Camaro and the Challenger. How it has the little support there and then the mirror cap goes on top, I think it's a really sleek look that Ford did a really good job designing. Not sure if they put a ton of time into thinking about the design of the mirrors, but however it came out, they did a really good job, and I actually really like how the mirrors came out on this generation. So that's it, guys. That is the 10 things that I really like about my car, and I'm true and honest about each and every one of those because I think that Ford either put a lot of time into it or they just put the time, effort, and extra cost into designing such a beautiful car. The car performs extremely well and I'm really happy with it. Coming up December 13th, 2016, I will have had the car for a full year now. I'm pushing 22,500 miles and I've loved every mile of it. Thanks for checking out the video. Please subscribe, like the video for the pool that I did earlier in the car. So that's it. More upcoming videos about the 2016 Mustang GT. And like I said, if you guys haven't seen the video about the 5 things that I do not like about my 2016 Mustang GT, check out the link below to the video or subscribe to my channel to check out the other video as well. Thank you for watching.